In this video, we're going to make our left side navigation menu tappable, meaning we will work with a table view controller and make it react to tap events. When user taps on main, we will open up main page. When user taps on about, we will open up about page. And when user taps on sign out, we will sign user out and redirect them to sign in page. And we will take this sign out button out from this left top corner. Okay, so let's proceed. First, I will go and activate this menu options for my table view controller. I'll stop this application and I will go to my left side view controller, and for this table view controller, we have implemented table view data source delegate methods, functions. So let's for table to react to user tap events, it needs to confirm to another protocol, and that another protocol is called UI table view delegate. So there are two things you need to do. First, you need to add this UI table view delegate here. Let's build it to make sure I did not make a typo, or I can actually hold Control button and click on it. Yes. And the second thing that you need to go and to do it is you need to go to main storyboard and then find this table view controller. Here it is. I mean table view. Select this table view. Hold your Control button on the keyboard. Click, drag here, and then release. And then we've connected data source, but we did not connect delegate. So let's connect delegate. So now both data source and delegate should be selected. Okay, so now let's go back to left side view controller, and I will click on this UI table view delegate with my command button on keyboard tapped, like I'm holding the command button down, and click on table view delegate. And for this delegate, all of this actually functions optional, and we need to find the one which is called did select row or did select cell, did select row at index path. Here we go. This is the one called after user changes the selection. Did select row at index path. So I'll copy it. I'll go back and I will paste it here. Now I need to delete this optional, and I need to add body. Okay, so when user taps on left side view controller, when user taps on one of the table cells, this function should be called did select row at index path. And for depending on which row user tapped, we need to call appropriate function. For example, our if I go back to my application, our main is at index 0, our about is at index 2, and our logout is at index 0, main 1, about is 1, and logout is 2. So I will use switch statement here, and I will switch between index path row, and for case 0 I want to go to protected page, or I want to open protected page, or center main page, open main page, for I will say break for case 1, which is about, open about page, and then break. And for case 2, right, case 2, we need to log user out, or let's say perform sign out, perform sign out, and take user to sign in page, break. Okay, and break, yes. And then there needs to be a default, which is going to be just empty. Why is it, are we getting an error message here? Function, switch, function, end of class. Why default label in a switch should have at least one executable statement, right? Okay. One, break, default, and under default we'll just say print ln. Option is not handled. Okay, so for case 0, we take user to our main page. And main page, let's just quickly look up what is the view controller associated with the main page. Here it is. Main page view controller is main page view controller. So I'll copy it, and I'll go back to my left side view controller. And first I need to instantiate this view controller. So I'll say var main page view controller. Let's just make it capital smaller, which is going to be, we will refer to storyboard. Instantiate view controller with identifier as main page view controller. Okay, so we instantiated main page view controller. Now we need to wrap this main page view controller into navigation controller. Navigation equals UI navigation controller root view controller, and root view controller is going to be main page. And now we need to set the center of our navigation drawer to main page view controller. Okay, and because our drawer controller is defined and instantiated inside of the app delegate, here it is, we will need to instantiate app delegate first, and then we can access a drawer container. So I will create a new variable, app delegate, and that's going to be of type app delegate UI application shared, shared application delegate app delegate. Okay, and once we have app delegate, we can refer to our, what's that, drawer container, yes, drawer container center view controller equals main page navigation controller. Okay, so this is how we set the center view controller to a new view controller. But setting is not enough. We also need to close the left side navigation menu because it's open, and now we need to close it. Delegate drawer container delegate drawer container, and now we need to toggle drawer side, where it is, drawer, here it is, toggle drawer side, and it's drawer side should be, come on, left, animated, true, completion, nil. Okay, and for the about page, we need to instantiate about view controller. Let's go to our main storyboard. Oops, I'm sorry, main storyboard. I think we do not have about. We did not create one for about. Yes, so let's quickly create one for about. And I will editor embed navigation controller, and now I will resize it to 4-inch. And that's going to be about. And we also need a custom class for it. So I'll quickly create a new file. iOS source Kakao Touch class. Next, about view controller. Subclass of UI view controller. Correct. Finish. And go back to our main storyboard and set the custom class for this view controller under Identity Inspector to About View Controller, and also Storyboard ID About View Controller. Okay, so now let's go back to left side view controller and copy this code because it's going to be the same. And when user taps on About, we need to instantiate About View Controller, and we will call it About View Controller, About Page Navigation Controller equals Root View Controller, About View Controller. Okay, and then we set Center View Controller to About Page Navigation Controller, and we toggle the drawer side. Let's quickly run it. Let's quickly run it and see if it works. So we've activated 2 of the table rows. Okay, I will open my left side navigation menu and tap on main. It works. Tap on about. It works. Very good. So let's now activate sign out, and basically we will do everything that we did for this button. So let's go to our main page view controller and find this code sign out button tapped. This is the code that we need to execute. So I'll simply copy everything. Okay, and actually for this class I will delete it. I don't need it anymore. So I will delete the code. Now there's a catch. So when you delete a code, but the button is still there, so I will go to main storyboard. I'll go to main page, select the button, and I'll delete the button. and I'll make sure that the connection is also deleted. So I'll select the main page view controller here, open right side right side panel, and go into my segues and action outlets, sign out button tapped, yes, received actions, let's delete it. So now we will delete the code as well. Okay, so let's go back to our left side view controller, and for the case number 2, which is our logout or sign out, we will paste this code, and let's walk through it. So when log sign out is stopped, we remove our username from NS standard, NS user defaults, and then we perform user sign out, and for that we need to import parse. Okay, we need to import parse, sign out, and then spinning, we show spinning activity. We don't really need to show spinning activity here anymore, but we can still show. Okay, main storyboard, no. Yes, we need to instantiate main storyboard, and then we need to create a sign in page, wrap it into navigation controller, and then we need to replace Windows root view controller with this sign in page. I think it should work. So let's just try it. Let's just try it and stop it and run it. Okay, so button is gone, and let's type on about, works, main, works, sign out, sending out, please wait, done. Very good, and we are out of our navigation drawer. So let's stop application, run it again. Yes, so let's sign in, and then the password, sign in, and we're back to right side, main page, navigation, main page, about page, main page, sign out. Very good. So it works. We've activated left side navigation menu options, and we're done with this video.